Good morning, class. How are you all? Class, how's going your studies at home? I wish and hope that you will be doing very good, and these video lessons will be very helpful in understanding chemistry and other subjects, and they will make your learning process easier. So today from chapter 4, I have to explain you another very important intermolecular force which is very unique and special in its properties, and today's topic is hydrogen bonding. So it's not a type of bonding like ionic bond and covalent bond. Remember that it is a kind of intermolecular force. Remember that when we study intermolecular forces, we study about the binding or force of attraction between molecules, between individual bodies, between independent units of atoms. So we need to understand what is the reason for this force of attraction. The reason for this force of attraction which can bind different molecules together is unequal distribution of electron pair. You know, when a covalent bond is formed, the bond pair is equally and mutually shared between bonding atoms. And if this sharing is not equal or even, then this unequal sharing of electron pair results in the formation of dipoles or two opposite charges at different atoms. And this becomes the reason for the slightly ionic characters in the molecules, and these molecules start attracting one another using their opposite charges or their opposite poles, which is often called as dipole. So it was a bit revision from the previous classes. Today we are going to apply the same concept to understand today's topic, hydrogen bonding. The picture I have chosen here is enough to explain you how these molecules are attracted. What these molecules are, I'll later explain you, but believe me, you can see that each molecule consists of 3 atoms bonded together. Look, see, each molecule is having the same composition. You must be guessing what is it. Yes, this is water molecule, in which one oxygen atom, the red ball, is bonded to 2 small white balls, that's hydrogen. So with the help of these models, you can see the dashed line is showing the force of attraction between water molecules. So these attractive forces are called as intermolecular forces, and in case of water, it is given a very special name, that is hydrogen bonding. Now we begin with the definition. Hydrogen bonding is a special type of dipole attraction between the molecules. It's not a covalent bond to the hydrogen atom, but in this kind of attractive force, or in case of hydrogen bonding, the necessary condition is that the hydrogen atom must be bonded to another atom of a very high electronegativity value. So when hydrogen makes a bond with nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine only, this is the special case, then the intermolecular force become hydrogen bonding. So what's so special about these 3 elements? Because when I see the electronegativity value of all the elements and I compare their electronegativity with the hydrogen, you know what is electronegativity? Electronegativity is the power of capacity or tendency of any atom to attract the bonding pair towards itself. And the highest electronegativity means slightly negative character in its molecules. So what happens when hydrogen makes a bond with nitrogen? Nitrogen is a very smaller atom having 3.04 electronegativity on the Linus Pauling scale. But the electronegativity value of hydrogen is just 2.20. When hydrogen is bonded to nitrogen, nitrogen being more electronegative attracts the bond pair towards itself. Similar is the case when hydrogen makes a bond with oxygen. When hydrogen makes a bond with oxygen, oxygen is much more electronegative as compared to hydrogen. The electronegativity value of hydrogen is 2.20, but the oxygen is 3.44. So again, the electronegativity of oxygen is much more than hydrogen. So when a bond is formed between hydrogen and oxygen, oxygen becomes more electronegative, and it tends to attract the bond pair towards itself with a greater force. That's why hydrogen becomes slightly ionic, positively ionized, creating a dipole. So it is a special case in which hydrogen is bonded to fluorine, oxygen, and N for nitrogen. I remember it still as a Fon rule. I make a proverb of it. I say hydrogen bonding is possible only in Fon compounds. And this Fon means fluorine means F, oxygen means O, nitrogen means N. So remember that whenever hydrogen is bonded to fluorine, oxygen and nitrogen, these molecules have hydrogen bonding in them. Now how it happens? It happens when hydrogen makes a bond with oxygen. Now I repeat the fact again. When hydrogen makes a bond with oxygen, as it is present in the water molecule, hydrogen's electronegativity is just 2.20, but the oxygen's electronegativity is 3.44. Look, the electronegativity of oxygen is much more than of hydrogen. So the bond pair which is shared between hydrogen and oxygen is attracted more powerfully towards oxygen. As oxygen gets more electronic pair towards itself, it gets slightly or partial negative ion, resulting in the slight positive sign on the hydrogen, which results in the dipolar molecule of water. So you see, when both of the molecules or all of the water molecules gets this dipolar nature, hydrogen of one molecule is attracted by oxygen of another molecule, and this force of attraction which can bind two molecules together is called as hydrogen bonding. As you can see in this picture, 4 hydrogen atoms or 4 water molecules are shown, and these blue lines, dash lines, are showing the force of attraction between these molecules. Again, the same concept can be explained for the force of attraction between a molecule of chloroform and acetone. You know the formula of the chloroform is CCl3H. This is chloroform. The electronegativity of carbon is again a bit stronger than hydrogen. So this results slightly negative carbon atom and slightly positive hydrogen atom in the molecule of chloroform. And on the other hand, we see acetone. Acetone's formula is CH3COCH3. Here you can see here is a carbon atom bonded to oxygen atom, and this oxygen atom is higher electronegative than carbon. That's why it is slightly negatively ionized. Now these opposite ends between chloroform and acetone, like this slightly positively ionized hydrogen and slightly negatively ionized oxygen of two molecules are attracted together, and this force of attraction is called as hydrogen bond. It's not only oxygen containing compounds which can undergo this process, but nitrogen is again having 3.04 electronegativity value, and when nitrogen is bonded to hydrogen, nitrogen becomes more electronegative. So this unequal or this dipolar nature of ammonia molecule becomes the reason for hydrogen bonding in ammonia. In this picture, I have tried to show one more thing. When we'll be studying the structure of molecules ahead in the coming classes, we will get to know that there is a lone pair of oxygen present on nitrogen, as this is shown here in this lobe. You know, these two dots means two electrons are here. So every nitrogen atom has two electrons which are not involved in bonding. They become the reason for hydrogen bonding, and they start attracting the hydrogen of the other molecule. Same is the case with the most electronegative element of the periodic table. You know, fluorine is the highest electronegative element of the periodic table, and its electronegativity is 3.98, which is round off to almost 4. The electronegativity of fluorine is very high, almost double to that of hydrogen, becomes the reason for hydrogen bonding in HF molecule. Now we see when hydrogen is bonded to fluorine, the electronegative atom of fluorine attracts the bond pair towards itself, creating the dipole in the molecule, and the hydrogen of one molecule is attracted by the fluorine of another molecule. Similarly, fluorine of the other molecule is attracted with the hydrogen of another molecule. So all molecules are equally attracted using their dipoles for the formation of this very special intramolecular forces, which is called as hydrogen bonding. Now class, in this video I have just explained you the reasons and the possibilities of hydrogen bonds in these special cases containing fluorine, oxygen and hydrogen. You just watch the video many times and read the topic thoroughly from the book, from chapter number 4.1.5. So you understand this first, then we will be studying more about these compounds and their properties in the coming classes. Thank you class. Take care. God bless you.